Day 2 in the venture of trying to make this van look somewhat realistic. We're going to start at the roof, work our way down. Oh yes, a full thing of paint on a ladder that I'm climbing, with things falling on my head. Perfect. Dooby-doo! Dooby-doo! Of course I'm bodging it. I don't have that round here. Doing it properly. Oh, it's bright up here. Crikey. Breathe in paint fumes. Now I feel great. Paint fumes are awesome. I think I actually breathed in some paint fumes during the moment of my chorus. Experimental painting, take 2. I'm leaving the hole. I like painting my van like it's a wall. Painting my van. Come on, open you. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit. Nice thick coat. So I've decided to just go over this front bumper. There's little things like this, you see how rough it looks and stuff. It's never been very good, this bumper. And I've always wanted to do it, but then I thought, well, what's the point? Well, here I am. So there obviously is a point, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Anyway, so for this one though, I am going to be using spray paint. Now, because there's already paint on it, and it's plastic and stuff, and the paint is actually quite rough, all I've done is quickly gone over it with 180 grit. I'm just going to put a silver coat over it, and then clear coat. And the reason for that is because, one, I don't think the paint would look as good. I want this to be a little bit more of a permanent fix on the sides, which, you know, I'll be touching the sides up all the time, so that's fine. I want this to be a bit more of a permanent fix because obviously all this masking takes a long time and stuff. And I want it to look good. So it'll be the case that I will actually use a spray can and also probably a coat of clear coat as well, just to protect it. I'll likely do 2 coats of that, and then 1 coat of clear coat. I think I might have old paint syndrome happening here. See how it's all dark? I've just done a press test with some cardboard because there was a big drip in it. But it's like done it all the way up here as well. And I'm starting to think that maybe I just forgot to clean this off properly, but I mean, it wasn't like there was any chemicals on it in the first place, you know? So it must be the spray. Don't worry about the bad masking. These are going black in a bit. But yeah, in some places it's come out fine, but I don't know. I think I started over here and went over here, so I'm assuming that the spray can is just not spraying very well. But it should come out fine. Famous last words. Fingers crossed though. Good news is, it doesn't look too bad. Just don't look any closer than this, please. That'd be great. Anyway, it's fine. I mean, it's better than it was. That's the good thing with having vehicles that are old. You don't have to full-arse them. You can half-arse them. And that's exactly what I'm doing with this fan. It's not great. You know, if you're watching this and think, oh, there's that little bit on my car, but I'm worried about starting it, just go start it. The main thing is, if you're working outside, is just to not leave it bare metal. That's the main thing. Other than that, just go sand it down and do a few bits. I mean, there's so many videos on YouTube now that demonstrate how to do things. And, I mean, in a way, this demonstrates it, but not correctly. Obviously, I'm not doing this right. Going back to the original reason that I'm trying it out like this. Where is it? I've lost it. Ah, yeah. This can did just that bumper. Right. This tub, I've used about 2% of it, and I did all the sides and the roof. And what else did I do? Oh, that's it. Just both sides and the roof, and I used less, I'd say, of that than I did that. Because you see, in these, let's say this is a 400 mil, I think. Yeah, so you can see it's a 400 mil. In that 400 mil, you've got, I don't know what the percentage is, maybe a 30-70 mix. It's 30% paint in that instance, and like 70% thinners, because it has to be, you know, it has to come out of the aerosol can. So you're only getting, for every, let's say you spend a tenner on that, you're only getting 150 to 200 mils of paint, whereas with that, you're probably spending, what did I spend? I think I put £100 into that 5 litres, so you do the maths. 48.6. I did the maths, I did all the calculation-y thingies on my phone, and it is cheaper. So I did that, and I thought, well, yes, it's going to take me longer, but who doesn't want a day off? Just chilling, fixing up their vehicle. Probably quite a lot of you don't want that, actually. It is scary business, fixing a vehicle. The next step now is to put a clear coat on that, just so it's a little shiny, because we all like shiny stuff. And then I'm going to black these bumpers. Now I'm only going to put like 1 or 2 coats, well, probably just one of like this just matte black acrylic paint on. I just want it to look a little bit better. And I did these when I first got them. They're not that bad. They've just got little bits of overspray on them, and also you can just see where it's starting to fade. You know, the paint is just starting to fade away. Back ones as well, but I won't be doing them here. I'll probably take it home and do those, just because, well, it's a long old walk down there. But no, it's, I don't know, I might not have time today, so I might just get the front done today. I want to do the underneath today as well, see. So the underneath will be a simple wire wheel down, Q-rust where it's needed. And then probably some of that black paint I've just shown you, actually, or I might brush some paint on, I don't know, see what I've got. But yeah, just prevention is better than cure tactics, really, and it works. I mean, it does work, definitely. It's not the best thing in the world, and it doesn't look very professional, but it does work. Situation now where we are unmasking, and I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the lights are fogged a little bit, which I'm surprised at, because I've not had a problem with one of those kits before. But they've fogged a bit, so I'm going to have to clean that UV protection off. I don't know why it's done that. Anyway, now we're getting ready to start masking up the bumpers. To do that. Look at this. I just think I'm a genius sometimes. I mean, it's just, you know, what can I say? But yeah, so the bumpers are looking worse for wear, even more so before, because I didn't mask them properly, because I knew I was spraying them. But I'll give them a quick clean down. Now is the time to see me. Now is the time to see what a bit of matte black acrylic paint can do. Quite good coverage. Simones. This paint seems to be doing the same as what the other paint did on the other part. Have I left them in here freezing or something? So basically, this is going to be even worse than I originally anticipated it to be, which wasn't good to start with. Ah, it's looking better already. I'm sure it'll start to show through on the camera now because it's darker, it just looks better, you know, it's just that. Awesome. So, that's all I'm going to do really. I just wanted it to darken back down, you know, I mean I'm not looking for perfection, it's a works vehicle. So I just wanted it to darken back down, which it has done. So I'll let it dry, just see how it settles, and then I'll come back to it. Maybe one quick coat over it again, just to make sure that it's, you know, got a decent coat layer over it. And then onto the other side. Still high as a kite. It's like that medium part now where I'm having a come down and going up all at the same time. So it's like mood swings. Anyway, I've pretty well completed-ish the thing like. The bumpers are now black again, which is nice. We've got, well, I can actually grab the phone probably. We've got silver sides rather than rust, which is also very nice. So that is how you don't fix your vehicle, and I'm going to do the underneath now as well, but there isn't really anything to see under there. It was already black anyway. All I'm going to do is just put a coat, just a nice thin coat of underseal. I don't advise using mental amounts of underseal because all it does is hide the problem then. But yeah, it looks great. I mean, it looks like I've took 5 years off the van's life. That's all I have to say, really. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope that you learned something. If you didn't learn something, then that's probably best because everything I do is wrong. But yeah, it's a bit of interesting ways of just fixing things real cheaply and just make your vehicle look a little bit better. I mean, it just looks a lot better than when I started. And I haven't put that much effort into it, you know. I could have put a little bit more time into masking. I could have put a little bit more time into preparation. Preparation is key a lot of the time. So I could have done more to make this better. But I didn't. I've done a quick job. And it's come out, I would say, 80% of what I wanted anyway. So that's great. So thanks for watching. And go fix your car. Or your van. Or your lorry. Or your bike. Or even your push bike. Any mode of transport is awesome. So just go fix it. And get on it or in it. And go. Well, don't, because the roads are already too congested. So just sit there and look at it. And be happy.